Hi, this is Richard Dongard with Subliminal Science, and I've decided to title this video, So Simple Even a Hypnotist Can Cook It. I have 7 people coming over tonight, and I want to be able to feed 7 people for less than 70 bucks, and I want to be able to feed them good food. So I'm going to show you what I'm cooking for dinner tonight. I have some grilled portobello mushrooms. I have some really thick 1.5-inch grilled pork chops. I have some fresh asparagus. We're going to grill that. Some russet potatoes we're going to turn into some french fries in a deep fryer, and for dessert we're going to have some grilled bananas. Actually they're not bananas, they're plantains, and they're pretty yummy, and plantains, and we're going to cook those up on the grill. I'm going to show you how you can make this dinner, prepare it in about 20-30 minutes, cook it up in about 15 minutes. We can all eat it up in about 5. Now Alex is sitting over here by the grilled portobello mushrooms. They're pretty easy to cook. I have some little baby portobello mushrooms on some skewers and some mushroom caps. What I've done is I've minced up 2 garlic cloves. I've put in some balsamic vinegar. Alex showed that bottle off. It's kind of fancy. I've also put in a pinch of salt and pepper. And the pepper I like to use is the McCormick's Worcestershire and pepper mixed together kind of thing. And I also use sea salt, which is pretty cool. And I've also put 2 lemons that I've cut in half and just squeezed the juice, and a cup of virgin olive oil. And so I didn't really measure that. I used a little more than a cup. Makes a pretty good marinade. And they've been sitting here soaking for about 30 minutes. Well, the pork chops are going to be real easy. What I've done is I've bought some fresh marjoram, and I've just kind of taken the leaves off, finely minced it up. What I'm going to do is put a little bit of sea salt on each side, a little bit of that McCormick's pepper with Worcestershire flavoring on each side. I'm going to put a little bit of marjoram on each side, and I'm going to grill these pork chops until they're pretty good and pink on the inside. Probably about 5 minutes on each side. The asparagus is pretty darn easy to grill. You don't have to do anything to it. You just throw it on the grill, and 1 or 2 minutes later, the asparagus is ready. I like my asparagus a little more cooked, a little soft, rather than firm, and I like to have that grill flavor. The potatoes, like I said, these are pretty simple. We're just going to, they've been soaking here in some salt water for about an hour. That's what makes them kind of soft and yummy on the inside. We're just going to throw those into the Fry Daddy, and pretty soon we should have dinner. Now, what I've done here is I've preheated the grill up to about 425 degrees. That's a pretty good temperature for me. And I have everything out here. I have the mushrooms, I have the asparagus, I have the pork chops. I'm going to throw those on the grill. I'll put the pork chops on first because those are going to take the longest.
Why, hello there, children.
Now the pork chops are coming along nicely. That's after about 5 minutes. I flipped them over, and I'm going to cook them for about 5 minutes on this side. Probably flip them over again on each side for another minute or 2. This is Sabaka. She's my German Shepherd, and she is in charge of guarding the grill, so that'll be her job. I flipped the pork chops. They're almost done. In fact, they're probably already done. I don't want them to cook too long or else they won't be moist inside. But it's time to throw the portobello mushrooms on, because those only take about 4 minutes to cook. So I've marinated them, of course, and I'm just going to throw them on the grill here, right next to these pork chops. So you can see that olive oil that's on them really take off. Skewered ones here, and the portobello heads. Whoops. Lost one, 3-second rule, don't tell anyone. Alright, the mushrooms took about 4 minutes, and the asparagus is here on the grill. I'm just going to grill them for about 2 minutes, and I put the pork chops, which are done, up here on the top shelf. So I'm going to close the lid here, let those asparagus get some heat to the inside, and in a minute or 2, it'll be ready for dinner. I checked on those french fries. They're being cooked in the other room. They're almost done, and they taste yummy. So here are some happy participants in the dinner. What's your take on this? Ricky, how about you? All right. You guys think that's awesome?
It's yummy.
Okay. Alex, what's your vote?
Delicious.
Alright, to grill the plantains, which are a cousin to the banana, what we're going to do is we're going to cut the ends off of them. Okay, we're just going to cut the ends off of them so that they're essentially endless plantains. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to peel the stickers off of them. And the plantains are cooked while they are in the husk. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice these plantains up so that I'm cooking actually pieces that are probably about 2 or 3 inches. And I'm going to throw them on the hot grill until the ends are caramelized, and I'm going to cook them in the husk. And it's going to take probably about 10 minutes, maybe 12 minutes for them to cook. So I will just put them directly on this hot grill and cook them until those ends are caramelized. What happens here is that the sugar inside will become delicious and yummy and moist, and the plantains are going to taste awesome. About 5 minutes into this, and you can see the plantains have turned a very dark color. Actually, it's better if they're ripe and they start that color, but we got them to that point, and they're just cooking away on the grill. Give it another 5 or 10 minutes. Now, Alex here is going to take the plantains off the grill. As you can see, the plantains are caramelized on the ends. The husks are very well done, and they're ready. It took probably about 12 minutes, and he's going to put them on that plate, and then we will see a group of happy children eating their caramelized, cooked plantains. Alex, give us a smile. So now we have happy kids eating their plantain. Alex, don't burn your tongue off, but you just kind of squish it out of that shell there, or out of the husk, and take a bite. Take a little corner of it, taste it, see how you like it. What do you think, Alex? Is that delicious or what?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, Rachel? Yum. Is that delicious? Say, good.
Good.
Happy kids eating plantains.
Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit. He took the midnight train going anywhere. Cigar in a smoky room, the smell of wine and cheap perfume. For a smile they can share the night.